Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3 here today on the channel. We have episode 2 of my Kislev series playing as Tzarina Katarin of the Ice Court. Here today we're going to be continuing our war against the Horsemen clan, and we're going to be chasing down the army that besieged Kislev, and by the look of it, let's head towards Voltsgrad. Also, we want to try and consolidate this eastern block we have gained in the eastern oblast, and we've just got to protect it from any enemy incursion. So we're still continuing on our main campaign objective to rebuild, reforge the Kislev Empire and make Kislev great again. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. Alright, so the full stack actually did go to Voltsgrad. That's annoying. So that's quite a decent army in there. They might actually attack us here if we're out in a force march. They've got an army up here in Praag. But it was interesting, as I took their eastern territories, they actually swung around and flanked me. I thought maybe the Demon Prince or Throt, the Skaven, might have attacked, but it was actually the horsemen to attack Kislev first. So here is Tzarina Katarin's army. Yeah, we might need more reinforcements. Like, that's going to be really quite difficult. Like, if we go to an ambush stance, that might get them. Actually, I got an idea. We might be able to bait them out here. Yeah, because like in a full-on protracted siege, I don't know how well we're going to do. 40% isn't that high, but it might be worth it. I might need to break that down because we're hemorrhaging a bit of cash. Because we got that secondary army to defend Kislev, which it worked. We just never got to fight with it, I guess. Right, so I'll put it out in a force march as a bait to encourage the attack. Who's this? Brotherhood of the Bear. Oh, they've attacked. Perfect. Oh, we've actually ambushed them, and that secondary army's coming in. Awesome. We've got our first ambush of the campaign. It's a decisive victory if you auto-resolve, but we'll play this one and try and destroy the Rotsman's clan's full stack. Perfect! That's exactly what I wanted to do. Like, a protracted siege would have made things quite difficult, because we are still using the Kossar meta earlier on in this campaign, just because of how cheap and effective they are. Like, you have to sort of test and see which sort of bow units are good early on. Like, the Peasant Bowmen in my Cathay series were amazing. So I thought, I would imagine that the Kossars for Kislev will probably be the same. As I've wrapped up my full Cathay campaign, I do recommend watching it after this video, some of the episodes, because there's some bangers in there. But yeah, the Kossars are actually better than the Peasant Bowmen. I thought they were like really strong. The Cathay Peasant Bowmen, especially with the yin and yang mechanic. But the Kossars really do take the cake. Alright, so we've got to be a little bit quick here, because they are constantly moving to the point here, because they can retreat. So we want to just try and rip through as many of them as possible. Get some bombardment spells going. We'll send in the wing lancers as well, because the more we can destroy and crush, the less we have to face within the siege. So my archers are raining fire and death upon the enemy Ropsmen. Oh my god, we are just shredding them in this cluster. We've got some crazy bombardment spells going on here. Come on. We've got some armored Kossars and some infantry that should go on in. Let's drop a wind blast there as well. Just try and absolutely throw everything we've got into them. We've also got the high ground here as well. So we've basically got impenetrable high ground. They can't actually charge us there. Oh my god, this could be my biggest victory of the series. Like, looking at a casualty rate wise. Oh my god, we're just smashing on through them. But yeah, you do have to be careful. Using a lot of Kossars early on, you can't rely on auto-resolve. You do have to manually play a fair few battles. But yeah, if you can get the melee buff in the tech tree, along with the additional range and ammunition, they are a really strong unit. Just looking at the cost-based analysis of them, sometimes they outperform some of the Ice Guard, which is quite insane. And those units have magically infused arrows, let's say. But yeah, sometimes as well, instead of fully sieging, like sometimes in Warhammer, it can be quite, even in Troy, I found, it can be quite difficult to aggressively attack a settlement with an army inside. You just lose way too many casualties. So what you can do, what I did just there, is the ambush bait. Sometimes you don't even need to ambush. I just use ambush to sort of conceal my army, but I maybe didn't need to put the secondary army on a force march. We didn't even need it anyway. It's not even going to come in, but it just encouraged that attack. I think actually Tzarina Katarin actually ambushed this army outright. So I guess if you do it twice, it's a bit of a fail-safe, because she only had a 40% rate of actually ambushing. Obviously playing as Skaven, this is a really useful tactic. And Skaven actually have a crazy chance of ambushing anyway. But you're playing as any other faction, you can either ambush straight up and go for the RNG of the 40%, or you can use the, if it fails, which it quite often does, and sometimes it gets spotted, but you can put the secondary army on a force march just to encourage an attack further to draw that other army in. Oh my god, we managed to get rid of 900. Crazy. And my archers did a lot of the work. The winged lancers did alright as well. Huh. They performed well. What can we do with you? I would have liked some more devotion, ideally. Let's just go with the replenishment. Or actually could get the leadership in a siege. That might be better. Oh, and that army's now fled by the look of it. The remaining reinforcements. They've given up Voltsgrad. And then I'll be able to get it fully under our control. What's been attacked here? Ah, that's annoying. We've got a mission there we can do, but some Norskins have attacked Fort Jakovia. Yeah. Okay, we can go get the Crystal Cloak if we want. We'll do them eventually. The thing is, for this series, I do want to try and build an empire. That's what I love about Warhammer and Total War campaigns. I want to forge a Kislev empire. I don't know when we're going to do those quests, though, because we've also got the Rifts and Chaos Realms mechanic coming up soon as well. But we've officially taken our first province here. The Eastern Oblast is now fully under control. Let's get rid of that. We're not going to need that. And we want to build Orthodox churches where we can as well to get that devotion up nice and high. I believe they've only got the Cursed City now. Yeah, we might have to play this one. Alright, I guess we're going to have to give chase to that army as well. It's fled north, which is slightly annoying. If it went to Prague, we might be able to grab it. My Frostmaiden Tempest has gone up in stats as well. We've gone through already Wind and Height, so let's continue that. And I guess we'll go with Evasion there with you. Tzarina Katarin. We might need to go down the red line a little bit more. But maybe Ice Mistress and getting some hit points as well. Or maybe go with Fire and Drills. Or go down the yellow and red. This Boya, I guess we'll just go with the front three. Because that's that unit we recruited. We've got a lot of skills to go through here. My Patriarch as well, we'll go with the front three. We want replenishment and just buffs. Oh my god, Kislev's now been leveled up. Perfect. So it's now a tier 3. I don't really want to get any more military buildings until tier 4. We stopped getting those furs in because we needed the money. I might actually go with the Temple of Ursun, because that will give us 40 bundles of fur on top of the fur we've already got, because that will allow us to trade throughout the Warhammer world, because you are a little bit hamstrung and tied down to trade just due to the amount of resources you can produce. I found that my Cathay, once you've got the money, your economy can really snowball once you get more trade resources. And we've got a bunch of factions nearby as well. You can make a lot of financial capital trading with the various Empire factions in the south, just because there's so many of them. Okay, so we can actually get our first Ataman here. This is essentially... what's the best way to describe it? It's kind of like the governor system in Thrones of Britannia. Like weirdly. Maybe even Attila to some extent. So you can get some various bonuses. allowing the Ottomans to govern provinces, which is really quite cool. Alright, not really much else we can do now. We've gone through a bunch of skills. We're replenishing and repairing in Voltsgrad. Diplomacy-wise, let's have a quick look at that. Oh, we can have a confederation with the Enclave here. Maybe go with the defensive. Military access with Brother of the Bear. And a trade agreement with Katarin and Ungrim Ironfist. I'll start off with the trade. I think getting a confederation is not in my best interest just yet. There's even some Chaos forces to the north, more Norskins we have to deal with. I think would be overextending. Turn 16 for a confederation, I'm not going to lie, it's quite early on, I think. So let's try and move my forces about. Let's move you further south. Either to get more units from Kislev, or we might actually need to go to Fort Jakovia. You're in striking range, though. Alright, welcome to the top of the tent. So, still being sieged here, tech-wise. Let's go with campaign movement. I was complaining about the campaign movement in the last episode a bit. I just want to get that mod where we have the bonus. Like one of my favorite Warhammer mods, particularly for Warhammer 3, is the mod that allows you to move through your allied territory at an increased percentile. Like 25% makes a huge difference. Because I hate the fact that you can just waste turns and time running down enemy units that just go about raiding. Alright, let's get some more Cossars there. Oh, here we go. The Legion of Chaos is now moving. We've actually got line of sight there in the Bay of Blades because of our trade. I don't want to make a military access with you, though. Yeah, you just got to be careful with that. You don't want to overextend too much as Tzarina Katarin, because if you can take the Enclave territory, you can actually, yeah, you have to start putting resources and economic might into dealing with Throt and the Demon Prince, which we don't want to do just yet. Like, we're barely holding on to the Eastern Bloc provinces here. We've still got Norskins and various Chaos forces near us, and we still haven't finished the Rotsman clan either. Okay, so we should be in range. If we move you here to an attack, we'll get the garrison to attack. Oh, it's so annoying. Cowards. Running away. Oh, well, they might attack the army here. You never know. Can I move you in? No. Right, anyway. They are trying to rebuild their forces at Praag. Nordland want a military access. I'm actually going to accept that because once the rifts open, we actually might need some help from the Empire. I have no ill will against them. Oh, they've actually built an outpost in my territory, which is cool. Alright, let's give chase here. God, if they run again, I'm going to be furious. I might actually be able to move you up here. It's nearly a full stack actually, and we've only got half a stack here with Steppen. Let's get some more Cossars. We're hemorrhaging cash a bit though. Right, what's going over to here? Oh. Yeah, that's annoying. Still not in range. So we've nearly wasted 2 turns there. Oh, we can essentially do some edicts as well. We'll eventually do that. Oh, hang on, we might have been attacked here. Katarin has, by the Norskins. Where did that other army come from? I didn't even see. Pyrrhic victory. Alright, let's play this one. Oh, wow. This actually could be a bit of a flashpoint in our campaign. There is a huge Norskan incursion into Fort Jakovia. 2 full stacks against Katarin. We've just got to be careful if they... The main thing is if they flank overlap our front line, we're going to be a little bit stuffed, but we should have enough Cossars now that have been buffed up a bit with their ammunition and melee defense, and we've got plenty of winds of magic. I'm trying to think, do we hug this right hand side here? Maybe advance slightly before those additional reinforcements come on in. Like something like, no, hang on, why is it not doing that? Oh, stuff it. I'll just redo this quickly. It wasn't doing the... Oh, shift-click rotation. Alright, that's a bit better. They do have a flanking maneuver here. But let's start peppering them and bombarding them. It's currently 60% in my favour. Once the enemy reinforcements come in, it might turn. But yeah, even putting all the resources into taking this province, we're going to have to battle and fight for it. That's what I'm saying, Kislev is actually quite a hard faction to start with. There's a lot of moving parts. Like, if you fail your first Kislev campaign and you haven't played Warhammer 2 in quite a while, I actually wouldn't be surprised if you play on like very hard. Just because you start off at war with so many factions, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know if I like that. I like everyone to start their campaign like with the older Total Wars. Like I miss like in the Rome Remaster, like everyone starts off not at war with anyone. And then just sort of goes on out. But maybe if they don't do that, maybe the AI does weird stuff. You know what I mean? like sometimes the AI gets pulled in various directions. Like the best example of that is in, funnily enough, Rome Total War, that if you don't sort of block off a land bridge, which happened in RTR Imperium Surrectum, from Egypt to Carthage in North Africa, quite often Egypt just abandons Egypt and goes for Carthage. For whatever reason, the AI goes that way. So maybe the Demon Prince and Throt, if they're not at war with Kislev or these other factions, they go a different way. But so far, we're trying to absolutely rip, roar, and shred anything that's coming close to us. Got some armored Cossars here as well, ready to get their shots off with some little pistol shots. But the additional reinforcements have come in now, and it's swung back to about a 50% in our favour. This is going to be a costly Allied victory if we somehow pull it off. 2-1 outnumbered. I hope we can hold on through. Because we're starting to hit the bell curve of the campaign where we might need to start rebuilding, reinforcing, and essentially, so modernizing isn't the right word, but just like moving our army from a lower tier 1 to maybe a tier 2. Because we're getting close towards the mid-game. You'd think it's about turn 50, 40, but when the rifts open up at about turn 30, you do need better armies a lot earlier than Warhammer 2, in my opinion. But so far my archers are doing well. Everyone seems to be holding for now. These damn Norskins. These marauding tribes. Oh, they really smash on through. And they're going to make us Kislevites really work for it. But so far we're holding and maintaining decent leadership and morale. So I still recommend in your Kislev campaign focus on the Rotsman clan, because they can really build decent numbers. And then we're just going to focus on the Norskins and the Chaos Gods in the east. Like if we had a confederation now, look, you get to add 8 more provinces, but we couldn't deal with any more wars. We're already fighting on a multiple front war with Norska. These Norskan tribes and the Rotsman. Which once these guys are gone, we might actually be able to sue for peace with them. Alright, so oh, we got him. I was going to say, so unfortunately my secondary line's actually getting attacked here, but they've capitulated. Fantastic. We want to try and run down as many of them as possible. Oh, thankfully I sent Tzarina Katarin over here as that secondary army I didn't even see. Like, the main one was besieging Fort Jakovia. Even with the tier 2 upgrade, would have struggled against that one army. We definitely needed more additional reinforcements. But you just got to be really quite careful and slow and meticulous in your approach. Because it is very easy to get surrounded and basically just swarmed and dogpiled by various different factions that you're at war with. But so far, another glorious victory for Tzarina Katarin of the Ice Court. A close victory. We'll take the dub. 219. Oh my god, we decimated them. Look at that. Dude, I'm loving the Kossars, but to be fair in this one, yeah, they did better by quite a bit. Maybe because they had the armor piercing. Maybe there was some slightly more armored units there. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get more devotion, I reckon. Oh no, we lost the winged lancers. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, we've finally... What have we lost so far? The ogres, the snow leopard, and the winged lancers. Yeah, they're just not as good. They just seem to get smashed on out. Yeah, I tried to keep them as live as best I could, but yeah, they're just not really that strong, eh? Alright, let's just get rid of you. Get more devotion. Where are we even looking now anyway, I wonder? Oh, I knew it. Let's go with that. Oh, you can actually get some pretty decent bonuses. So it actually encourages you to get provinces, so then you can get Adamans in. Alright, in Voltsgrad, we need to build a church, because this is where most of our devotion is coming through, and we need merchant traders. I recommend the 2 buildings you should build. I wouldn't break down the other one that gives you devotion, but yeah, definitely get Orthodox churches and the merchant stuff as well. We'll upgrade you onto this line. Tzarina, we've gone down the yellow line a bit. I think we need to go down the red. Oh, we can get a war bear with her. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you got to be careful because she can be a little bit weak and squishy in combat. Now that she's got the war bear, I'm more confident with her. And we're getting to the stage within, I don't know, 10-15 turns. I don't know if the rifts and the chaos stuff is based on turns, or is it based on like the strength of the faction? Because I think it happens like what determines it to happen around like turn 30, between 35. I don't know. All right, so she's won over here in the east. Yeah, because like the Norskins there are further north. There's another chaos faction there. Oh, they actually want peace. Well, let's make... Yeah, I'm going to sign that deal. You got five settlements up there. That's kind of crazy. So we kind of beat them into submission. Yeah, I think that's okay. We'll leave that for now. Like we don't have to deal with them anymore. Yeah, dude, that's like a 5 settlement faction. I didn't comprehend that. That's a lot. Yeah, so the best way to make peace with them is just to sort of fight them, I guess. Show them brute strength. We're probably going to get attacked here, and Tzarina's Katarin is not too far away, so we'll just move back to Voltsgrad, and then we'll make a proper siege at Praag. Okay. Unfortunately, they're raiding now. The money doesn't really annoy me because we've got plenty of it. Like it even for now. It's just a public order, which is going to complicate things. So we'll continue here on a force march. But now, hopefully, we can have some breathing room and peace in the Eastern Oblast. Yeah, they're still raiding. Yeah, if it does get attacked, there's enough of a garrison there. I could bait it out, actually. I could move you here, and then just see if they attack me during the end turn phase, which they might do. No, they're not, but they're going to come closer. Damn it. That worked last time when we did the ambush at Voltsgrad. Oh, plus 20 charge for old armies. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's some pretty good RNG. We got the Savage Blow event. Dude, Tzarina Katarin is going to have a 20% charge bonus on that war bear. Perfect. You can't get much better than that. That's awesome. Right, you've now run back. What about you? Actually, if we go on a force march... it's just like they're gonna run away. Because we're showing too much army strength. We might have to play this one. Because if we move her up, he's just gonna run away. And we can't auto-resolve it because we're gonna lose 4 Kossar units. We'll play this one. That's not too bad though. We divided the armies. And now let's conquer them. Because then, we're only dealing with 1 in a potential siege of Praag. Because what I found in Warhammer 3, even Warhammer 2, the more armies and enemy generals that surround a settlement, the harder it is to take. Like, if you put those 2 armies sitting at Praag, and then add the garrison on top of that, that is such a tough siege to do. Because the lords and heroes in this game just act as like nearly 4 or 5 units respectively, especially on these harder difficulties. Alright, so it's about 55, maybe 60% in our favour. So even now the auto-resolve bias on hard is still present. But it's nowhere near as insane as very hard, which I found in my Cathay series. But yeah, so far, this campaign is definitely not easy. Did get some criticism about dropping from very hard to hard on the last episode, but I don't really mind. I still think it's still a challenge, and I'm enjoying the series. I just don't like being forced to play every single battle, because the auto-resolve is way too crazy for my liking. But maybe you guys like that. There's some absolute tryhards in the comments. Particularly, it's always the people that's like, yeah, I play DEI, legendary. It's taken me 6 months to play 1 campaign. I play every single battle. It's like, Jesus, man. Okay. We got a chat over here. I don't know. I just play for enjoyment. Maybe I'm in the minority or majority. What do you guys think? I'd also like to. I wonder, like, my audience, what is the average? Like, what do you guys play on? Because there's definitely a bell curve with me. It's not so much as pronounced in the earlier Total Wars, like Rome Remastered, Medieval 2. That, particularly for Warhammer, Troy, and Warhammer 3, the harder the difficulty, like, the less I enjoy the game, which wasn't the thing. Like, I can still go now and play Rome Remastered, heavily modded, very hard, and it still is enjoyable. It becomes less enjoyable in the lower difficulties. I think it's just because of the... Maybe there's just annoying stuff that I don't like. Like unfair auto-resolve. Maybe it's just too many cheats. Yeah, I just think there should be more difficulty categories in Warhammer, maybe. Like an extreme or an ultra difficulty. Because that's essentially what they are. Because I don't feel like very hard and very hard reflect like sort of the older Total War expectations. Maybe I'm just a boomer Total War player, I don't know. Anyway, we've won this battle quite easily, which is good. We managed to phase out the 2 armies. And now we should be able to push upon Prague. Cute. Alright, let's try and run down and give chase. But I'm the type of person as well that even in like 3rd age, I would hate when the AI would spawn stuff and cheat. Just straight out cheat. Which I've had to sort of accept as a staple in Warhammer. But yeah, I always liked in like Total Wars, like they could only build stuff with their economy. And like in Rome 2 with DEI, like if they run out of pop and you've whittled them down, they're stuffed, you can conquer them. But it doesn't really make sense in the Warhammer universe when you can basically... Like, it doesn't make sense not to have it, like from a lore perspective, because Chaos can just spawn countless minions. So how do you reflect that? Like, it makes sense.
Do not tarry.
Alright, let's give... we're going to be able to run that down? We might be able to. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him. It's not too detrimental. As long as you get to the end one, you just miss out on the bonus here. We'll focus on the next one, because we're going to be able to get a bunch of... Orthodox churches in, so we're going to be able to get a more rate. I think we'll go with Tor. There we go, and oh my god, still. I want to auto resolve this one. So we still even use units in the auto resolve. But anyway, we've destroyed the 2 armies, which is huge. I thought we might be able to get one, and the other one might escape, but we're good. Alright, well, I think it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my Kislev Tzarina Katarin campaign. Still have an absolute blast. We're slowly but surely building Kislev back up to the empire it once was. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. I'm always curious to have a read if you agree or disagree with me about my thoughts and opinions. I'm always curious. I want to have a think about what you guys are going to say. Anyway, we're going to push against Praag. We're going to have to siege it out, so I think we'll have that at the start of the next episode. But we've dealt with some pesky Norskins, and we're finishing off the last remnants of the Horsemen clan. And then we shouldn't have too many more Kislevite pretenders, really. We've got Kastaltin, which will confederate and try and bring him into the fold on our side at some point. But the rest of the Kislev clans, we should be able to confederate with the Brotherhood of the Bear and the Enclave and stuff, but we'll just have to see how we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Go check out the Cathay playlist if you haven't already. There's a 12-episode series that goes like 15 hours or so. If you want to see a full, very hard Warhammer 3 campaign to completion, until episode 3 of this Kislev campaign is coming out soon. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves. And I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.